Hi, I'm Elizabeth Lashik, and I'm with Mendham Rotary, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about Mendham Rotary and all of our activities in the community and the service that we do for those in our community and in the local area and internationally. Georgine has been responsible for doing the antique show over the years, and Georgine, can you tell us a little bit about what you've done in the past years to put together the antique show?
Well, it was just really attending a lot of antique shows and being responsible for getting new dealers to come to our show just to make the show a little bit better. And we've been doing that for the last, I guess, 8 or 10 years.
And it's been our biggest fundraiser. How much has the club been able to raise over the years?
We've raised typically on an average approximately $20,000 per year per show. And from that, netting expenses out of it, we probably clear $15,000. And we've used the proceeds to give a lot of scholarships. We give a lot of charitable things. We give support a lot of support the small Market Street Mission and convalescent homes, and we do all the best. We just awarded some scholarships to do 2 Eagle Scouts last year from the proceeds, and we have many activities of that sort.
Additionally, don't we do some projects internationally, such as our water project?
Correct.
We do, yes.
Last year, we raised money for buying water filters for Mayan families that had polluted water. The children were getting very sick, and there was death. We got the water filters down with a club that was in Guatemala, the Huehuetenango Club, and we're able to provide almost 300 families with water filters that made their water much cleaner, and disease fell markedly in the area, so the children were much healthier. And now also we're helping with Seeds of Life, a project in South Africa, to bring water to an area that's parched. The children used to have to use a merry-go-round to draw water up from very deep well. And unfortunately, the water took so long to draw. Many of the kids were not doing very well. We were able to provide funds, and now they have crops growing that help feed all the school children, and they bring the food home as well to the children. Some of the other projects we support are Gift of Life, which is heart surgery for children in third world countries.
And we also do the Gift of Knowledge, where we give dictionaries out to the third graders in Mendham Borough and Mendham Township. And that's a very wonderful project. And we also do some supporting for the Little League teams in town, both boys and girls.
And another project that we support is the Interfaith Food Pantry,
Yes.
which I know, Georgie,
Right.
you're very involved
Yes,
with.
I'm involved with the Interfaith Food Pantry and do collections for that on a timely basis.
In addition to that, we support the community soup kitchen and
Senior housing in Mendham, MASH. We do some volunteer work there.
every dollar that we raise is given back to the local community at large, and the international community. We do this all in service to others. Earlier we were talking about the water projects that the Mendham Rotary has supported. The way we got involved with this is Rotary International's big project over the years was ending polio around the world. Subsequent to the almost eradication of polio, there are only a couple of pockets left. The next big project that Rotary International is tackling is the lack of clean water in the world, and that is going to be the biggest problem facing the future generations. Rotary International was looking for its next project, and the next project was getting clean water to places around the world, or getting water in places where people did not have water available to them. They would have to go for miles to find any water. And that was WASRAG is what was created, and that's an acronym standing for this projects that Rotary International is doing to get clean water in different areas of the world. When Mendham Rotary was looking to get involved with this project, what we did is go to the WASRAG site, see the different projects that were around the world, and what project we could get involved with to help a community. We picked a community in Guatemala where the children were very ill and dying from diarrheal-borne water diseases. What we were able to do is get, and I don't know if you can see the bucket by this little girl. These buckets are part of what the filtration system is. The people bring their water from the town river, and they put it in the top bucket. There's a filter device in the top bucket where all of the water is filtered through, and it drips down to the bottom bucket and makes clean water for them. We were able to raise enough money for almost 300 families to have these filtration devices put in their homes. And one of our members, Jim Thomas, was an integral part of this project, and he actually went down there to help with the distribution of the water filters to the families. One of the projects that Mendham Rotary gets involved with is at the Brookside 4th of July parade. We do the food service, and we sell hot dogs. We have we participate in the parade, and it's something that we can do to be involved with the community and let them know what we're doing in the community. In addition to that, we do a gift of knowledge, which is distributing dictionaries to all of the third graders in the township and in the borough, including the private St. Joseph's. Every student gets a dictionary, and it's one thing that they really remember. We had a day where we raised awareness of the Rotary Club by being in front of Kings. And there were so many children that stopped by to say, we know you. We got a dictionary from you. And it was very gratifying. We get little thank you cards from all the children, which, you get more back from giving. Another thing that we always have done is had an exchange student come in from abroad. We've had children, high school students come from Argentina, from Spain. This year, unfortunately, we're not able to do that because there was a budgetary concern at the high school. We're hoping that that program can come back because it enriches not only the student who comes over, his or her life, but the students at the high school get to know about a different culture and a different way of life from that student. We also support the Mendham Little League, and one of our big projects is giving out scholarships to high school students, and this antique show raises a majority of the funds for those scholarships. And oftentimes we'll have someone come from the community and ask us if they could get our support, such as an Eagle Scout who's building a project at shift, and he needs the last $500 to finish the project. And of course, he'll make a presentation about what he's doing, and it's something that's going to benefit the whole community. And of course, we always assist when we are asked. How many years have you been doing it?
I've been doing this show for probably about 10 years now. When I started, I was in the cafeteria. Now I'm out here in the foyer. We are based in Long Valley, New Jersey. I do strictly furniture. I go out of my way to have things that you don't see in every other shop. I'm very particular about what I buy. I cherry pick a lot. I'll go into a house. I don't buy a whole house. I buy one piece or two pieces out of a house. If you look around at my things, you'll see things that, as I say, you don't see in every other shop. I'm very fond of ornate woods, different things. I don't know.
We have some beautiful pieces here. And if people want to come to your shop, where in Long Valley would they go?
We do not have a shop per se in Long Valley. We are strictly online and we just do shows.
Okay, can you give us our online?
My entire catalog is located online at stonehouseantiques.com. And I run a number of my own shows during the course of the year, 5 to 7 shows of my own. They're also listed on the website, and my next sale is my spring sale in May, 13th through 15th. It'll be at my home in Long Valley, and everything we own goes out in the lawn for that. It takes us 2 days to set it up and a week to recover from it. It's quite overwhelming. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right, we're talking with Kim Speedy from Chester.
Yes,
And she's in a shop on Hilltop Road in Mendham.
it's called the Grand Bazaar.
Right. And can you tell us how long you've been with our show?
I think this is my 8th year. I
Right.
believe it is, in the same spot.
Right in the same spot.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep, I love it. I see everybody I know here.
Well, that's really nice with being local.
It
and
is,
coming in
it
here.
is.
Okay, can you tell us about some of your items?
In our shop, we do a lot of decorative, everything from early primitives to probably mid-50s, things you can use in the home. We kind of sell to ourselves around here. We know our clientele and we just sell what we like. So
Good. Well, we appreciate your being
Thank
part
you.
of our show.
I appreciate you
Thank
having
you.
me again. Thanks, have a
you.
good day.
Hi, I'm Dave Cowell. I'm the show manager this year. I'm not with the Rotary, but I'm one of the dealers who's managing the show. And I hope everybody likes it. We're a big show this year. We've got a lot of variety. And I think good quality in all aspects. It's a show you can shop at and do well.
Hi, we're here at Joyce Krieg Antique Prints, and
We're speaking with Dick Krieg.
Hi. And we're awful glad to be here. We've been here for so many years. It's like being with old
Yeah,
friends.
how many years have you been here?
Oh,
I mean, the
geez,
show
probably
is very-
15.
15.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're very happy to have you here. And can you tell us something about your prints?
Well, sure. We specialize in prints from the 16 and 1700s, mostly engravings that are hand colored. But we do carry some things up to about 1850. And some of them are very historical, and others are just more decorative, just look nice on your wall. So,
Thank you very much.
Well,
We're
thank
happy
you.
to have you with us.
thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you. Hi, we're speaking with Ed from Respectable Collectibles in Old Bridge, New Jersey. And this is your first year with us?
First year in about 10 or 12 years. We
Right.
did this about 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
And actually, we wound up in the same location as the last time we were here.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, we did okay. I can't complain. It's been a nice show. And,
Can you tell us about something that you're selling?
well, I do the men's things. I do everything from political to military to Boy Scout to Girl Scout to police and fire, railroad, transportational items. I do a variety of everything. We try to have something for everyone.
And your wife handles?
Sue does all the ladies' things. She
All
does
the
the
ladies'
jewelry
jewelry.
things, figurines. Everything on that side of the table is her responsibility, more or less. I take care of this end.
Very good.
So,
Okay.
yeah, no, we've been doing this for over 34 years, and we do between 30 and 35 shows a year. And it's something we do together as a family. And this is actually our full-time business. We do this for full-time. So it's kind of a tough nut to crack, but we still get by on occasion. Our monthly thing is tough because we are a small mom-and-pop business, and we do this for a living, again, like I said. And our health care is what costs are most for us. So we have to strive to sell things and pay for our health care, basically. That's our main thing, you know.
Well, thank you very much for being with us.
No problem.
Here.
Thank you very
Hope
much.
to see you next year.
Yeah, we probably will.
All
Yes,
right,
thank you.
thank you.
Pleasure.
We're here with Joe Orsack Designs, and
And we're speaking with Janet this afternoon. And Janet, how long have you been coming to our show?
This is about the 5th year that we've done the show.
and Janet, you're Joe's wife?
I'm his wife, right. Joe passed away 3 weeks ago, but this is his legacy, and I'm continuing to do the shows, something he enjoyed doing, and we both enjoyed doing together. It's a crazy story of how we got started in this, because Joe only started drawing about 8.5 years ago. He did not know he could draw. He had drawn a couple of pictures in college. I always encouraged him to take it up as a hobby, and he never did until 8.5 years ago, when he decided he might draw a sailboat. Maybe one day one would be good enough to hang on the wall, I might add. There are some hanging on the wall now, because I recently hung them on the wall. And so now we have a bunch hanging on the wall. And he just started drawing sailboats, and he got bored with sailboats, so I said, well, why don't you try to do towns? He said, I couldn't do that. And I said, well, why not? No one will see it but you and I. So he started drawing Morristown, where we live, and then he did a couple of towns around, including Mendham. And people were looking at them, and they said, gee, you should be selling these. And we're also have been realtors, and we started giving them as closing gifts. And our customers kept saying, where can I buy more? Because we want to get more. And that's the whole business developed from that,
That's wonderful.
from his drawings. And we started out with not too many drawings, and now we've expanded, and we also have vintage photographs in our collection, because Joe's drawings took anywhere from 50 to 100 plus hours to do one. So
They're very detailed.
very detailed. People think they're photographs. Okay, well, this is a sketch of Mendham, the center of Mendham, with recognizable image building. And this is the Phoenix House. This is the corner of Mountainside and Hilltop and Main Street. And this is a version of how it looks basically today. Joe had planned to do one that looked how it looked 100 years ago. The problem with that was that it looked the same. It hasn't changed. So this is the Black Horse Inn is from 1741, and the Phoenix House is from 1803. And actually, when he was drawing this picture, they were actually renovating the Phoenix House. So he drew the picture and waited until they finished to finish the picture, so that it would be, they had brought it back to how it was.
Thank you. We're very happy that you could join us.
I'm
Yes,
very happy to
okay.
be here.
Okay,
I always
thank
enjoy
you.
coming to Mendham.
We're here with Fine Art and Antiques from Berkeley Heights.
And we're speaking with Jim, the owner.
Yes, Jim Coughlin. I reside in Berkeley Heights in an old schoolhouse.
Wonderful. How long have you been in antiques?
Since I've been 18, so a little over 40 years.
And can you describe some of the items that you sell?
Oh yes, I'm into some Asian antiques. This is a Rita Charger over here. It's a blue and white, and the charcoal, which is a fine art, original paintings, porcelain, original oil paintings up here, bronzes, stained glass, jewelry. I'm into a little bit of everything. You know, constantly running, going to estate sales, auctions, and I've been buying for over 40 years. So
Okay.
every once in a while, people ask me to do a show, and I come out and try to put on the best that I'm able to.
Well, we're very happy that you were able to join us this year.
Well, thanks so
All right,
much.
Thank you.
We're here with Chesapeake Country Antiques,
And we're speaking with Elliot.
Yes,
And how long have you been in the business?
25.
And how did you get started?
My grandmother had different items I wanted, and I enjoyed them, and wanted those particular ones. She said, "Why do you want that piece of junk?" And I said, "Because it's nice, you
Right.
know." And everything, and one thing led to another, and
Okay. And you're from Maryland, is that right?
yes, Kent Island, Maryland,
Right.
200 miles away,
Okay.
and we call the business Chesapeake Country Antiques.
Right. And this is your first year doing the Mendham show.
Yes.
Right. Well, we're happy to have you with us.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Can you tell us some of the items that you sell?
Yes, we
Like
sell
what?
country type items.
Mhm.
Stuff that they would have in the barn, throw away
Right.
type of thing.
Right.
That's the best way, the woodenware.
Uh-huh.
And starting up at this end, we do have some cans, advertising to mix in. And right here we have a 1780 hat box.
Okay.
We get into the 1930s, 20s, wooden boxes. We have the butter churns.
Right.
Up this way, we have pictures. This one here is called Westford Hose. Indian on the top, and they did other ones between 1850 and 1910,
Wow.
this
Okay.
particular company. I look for unusual things like milk pitchers.
Mhm.
We have the rolling pins, butter prints here, the hand butter prints down this way, railroad lanterns, choppers, signs, etc.
Okay.
One of my most favorite pieces is this one. It's a sipping jug.
Oh.
And somebody had said something about, I was given to somebody as a gift in 1929, and it's made out of
Whoops.
wood. Clay. And
Right.
it was a place for
For
sipping
spot,
just
uh-huh.
a little bit at a time.
Right. A little bit at a time.
And that was probably White Lightning.
Well, thank you so much.
We thank you all.
Okay.
Hi, we're here with Becoming Antiques from West Orange.
And we're speaking with Linda Kaiser.
Hello.
And Linda has been doing the show with us for how many years?
4 or 5.
4 or 5 years. Okay. And can you describe some of the items that you are selling?
Well, let's see. I have a number of books that I've been selling very well today, some nice old books. I have over here a buffalo pottery bowl, which is quite lovely. And I've had a hard time finding them, so I was very pleased to have it myself.
Very good.
Yep.
Okay.
Some faience.
All right. And how did you get started in the business?
I just have always wanted to do it. Always wanted to. And finally I realized people actually do.
Right.
So I could too.
Very good.
And I love it.
Wonderful.
And you're located in, is it West Orange?
I live in West Orange, and I'm in the Summit Antique Center and in the Montclair Antique Center.
Okay, well that's
Okay.
good. People can visit you at both places.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you.
Also at the Antique Show, we have food available. And with us today are Beth Smith, our cashier for the moment, and Betty Kaiser and Dagmar Coulter, all helping out in the kitchen. And we have wonderful things that people can eat, coffee, tea, juices, and soda. We're here at Califon Books, and they're from Layton, New Jersey. And
Yes, we're speaking with John Tyler. And how long have you been with us?
I've been with this show for, I guess, about 7 or 8 years now, and I enjoy coming here. I live in Sussex County. It takes me about an hour to get here. Nice people. I started in the cafeteria, and I worked my way up to this lovely booth here in the front of the show, which I love very much. And Georgie's going to make sure I get this booth.
Yes.
Okay, this is a good spot to be right here.
And can you tell us about the items that you have for sale here?
Well, we've got bindings, books, leather bound. We have antique brass microscopes, and a very happy lady who just left with one of our manuscripts from the back wall over here, which dates back to the 1400s. That's another one of our specialties. Plus just odds and ends and stuff that interests me and hopefully will interest other people.
We thank you very much for joining us this year.
Thank you.
Yes,
Hope to be back.
you.
Just a great honor for all of us to be able to serve our community. And thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you all at our events. And if you would like to join Mendham Rotary, please, come up to any one of us, and we welcome new members. Thank you very much.